It is a situational course, and actually it gives you a rarity in this situation, because generally, when you look at the question, you think about input tool techniques, but this is situation which asks you that how you could have prevented, and which method or which input you could have used. So if you look at the whole question, I would say the key word here is you want to pre-assign the resources who are technical and very rare. So in this scenario and the context, if you look at the options, option 1 says project charter. Generally, when you identify resources, you don't identify project resources in a charter. But as I said, it's a special case, it's a rarity. So the answer of this question is yes, it's A, project charter. So you can identify your critical technical resources. I'm not talking about project manager. Project manager is not a technical resource, and project manager actually identified or nominated or authorized in the project charter. But when you talk about the context of this question, so you can, in some cases like this case, you can identify the resource that you need in a project, or you can say pre-assign the resource at the time of project charter or at the time of a contract. So in this scenario, option number A is right. Option number B, I believe a couple of you have selected this option. Resource management plan is part of planning, and when you say plan resources, you have this output, and resource management plan helps you to identify and document that how you are going to engage or manage the resources. But it does not help you to make sure that your critical resource will be available at the time of the execution. Otherwise, you have to go for negotiation and all sort of other things. So option number B is not the right answer. Then option number C, it's resource requirement document. It is basically an output of estimate resource process, and it gives you that how many resources and how many type of resources you require. Of course, your technical resource will be here. It's mentioned here. But again, we want to make sure that we will have this resource, and because of the rarity, because of the criticality, we said we are doing this project just because of this specific resource, and we made sure that this resource is available throughout the project. And to make it possible, we have identified in project charter and in a contract. So again, from the context point of view, this is again a wrong option. Option number D, team charter. Generally, team charter, I say it's a behavioral document. It guides you that how team behaves, how they are going to resolve their conflicts, how they are going to conduct the meetings. But it's not about how many resources, which resources, and at what time you need. So in the context of this question, which is a very specific question, the pre-assignment means assign your critical technical resource at the time of charter or at the time of contract, which is option number A. Those who have answered it correctly through understanding, congratulations. For others, I hope it helped.